Mhm.
Hi there, everybody. Welcome to tonight's live stream on Dinsh Wat and Gomen with Mulu, our lovely Eritrea and Ethiopia instructor. My name is Carrie. I am City Market's Assistant Outreach and Education Manager. I'm the one who's been sending you all of the emails. So finally, nice to see at least half a face, right? I'll start off with the fact that we do have some new microphones. So if at any point sound issues, we're still working out a few bugs, so just let me know. You'll see there's a question and answer box. That's where you can type any questions that you have for the instructor or comments that you want me to see. I'll see all of those and I can either pass the questions along to Mulu or I can answer any of your questions privately in that question and answer box. If you're joining us a little bit late, you can always hit live. It's down near the bottom by the play pause button. That will catch you up to where we are rather than making you start watching the event from the beginning. So that's a good way to catch up if you're a little bit late. And I think that's really it from me. Again, just let me know if there's any sound issues, anything you'd like me to try to fiddle with. And I think without further ado, I'll turn things over to Instructor Mulu. Mulu, take it away.
Hello. Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Thank you for coming tonight. My name is Mulu Tewelde. I am originally from Eritrea. It's East Africa, Northern Ethiopia, that I live here long to be Vermonters. Anyway, today we cooking this food represent Ethiopian and Eritrean. We're going to cook two veggie dishes. One is Dinsh Wat. Dinsh means is potato. Wat means a sauce. So Dinsh Wat. It's kind of stew, but it's different way, my way. I hope you will learn something and make these dishes. It's good for cold weather. Will keep you warm. And the second one is Gomen. Gomen is a green. You can use kale or you can use any like color green, any favorite green you can use. So we're going to cook together. If you are cooking with me tonight, I'm so happy. And if you have any question while we're cooking together, let me know. If you don't have the ingredient tonight, please try next time, but thank you for coming to watch me. So we're going to start, I already washed my hand, and we're going to start with the onion. We're going to chop our onion. The ingredient we're using for Dinsh Wat is for potato. We have onion, we have 3 medium onion, we're going to peel it. We need potato, about 2-pound potato. This is the potato we're going to use. And then we need oil, tomato, crushed tomato, but don't use the flavor one with basil or different herbs, just the plain one we're going to use. We use canola oil or vegetable oil for cooking, no olive oil. If you not vegan, you want to use some butter. I'm planning to use a little bit clarified butter, which is I made this one, but if you want to buy from the store, the city market carry ghee. The same thing as this one. It's a ghee, so you can use this one as well. If you don't want to use oil at all, you can cook with this one also. We have ginger, garlic, salt, and pepper. You don't need a lot of ingredient or complicated. For sure, this you have in your cabinet or in your fridge somehow. So let's do the onion first. Thank you. And let us know you're watching us from where. We want to know where you're watching us. So I'm going to start with the onion. Peeling my onion right now. I always say, oh, by the way, one thing I forget. Thank you, City Market, for having me. I've been coming here for many years, and I always feel like new. I enjoy coming here.
We love having you.
Thank you, thank you. So I'm peeling my onion. I know, I'm going to cry a little bit, but it's okay. To eat a good food, you have to cry a little bit. Some people, they don't like onion. You can use just garlic if you think is or allergic or you don't want to have onion in your food. You still can make these dishes with just garlic and ginger. And the main spice we use is berbere. Berbere is a chili pepper with a lot of ingredient inside. The main spicy we use called berbere. Berbere is we put it almost in every dishes. I think you can buy it online. If you want to buy small to try, you can buy it from City Market as well. If you want big amount of it, you can go from Amazon. Carrie should spell for you how to spell berbere.
Yeah, I'll put it into the chat in just a second.
That sounds good. So we have 3 medium onion. We're going to chop it like dice them and put them in stuff. There we go. Perfect. So let's chop the onion. Go. Okay, I'm chopping my onion, just making dice them. There we go. Perfect. We use a lot of onion for our dishes because the sauce have to be thick and nice, and the flavor as well. But mostly the sauce will be thicker. So if you want to cook beef or different dishes, different instead of potato, you can cook zucchini, squash. You can do the same ingredient and instead of potato, use different veggie. Work. There we go. Perfect. Almost there.
Yeah, like Mulu mentioned, if anybody wants to comment in the question and answer box where they're watching from, it's nice to know how widespread of an audience we have at these classes.
Okay. Sorry, I'm a little bit noisy. Just chopping my onion. Makes a little bit cry. Almost done. Perfect.
Somebody wants to know what kind of spices are in berbere. Do you know the list?
Oh, in berbere is they have fenugreek, coriander, cardamom, and then dry onion, garlic, and ginger. So many, cumin. So about 12 ingredient is inside. Maybe we'll send you a little bit what ingredient is in berbere. Carrie, maybe she'll find and send you some list.
And post it in the chat for everybody.
There you go. Excellent. So the onion is done. Let me wash my hand, then I'll show you second part. Perfect. Okay, so let's see. This is the stuff we're going to use for now. It's a burner, one burner. So I'm going to put my pot here. Let's warm up a little bit. And then the onion is ready. I hope you can see it from the camera. Just chop them 3 onion. And then I'm going to put some canola oil in the pot. After warm a little bit, we're going to add our onion. There we go. You can use half cup of oil. We're going to add a little bit of butter at the end, so we don't need too much oil to use. So while this one is warm, I'm going to peel my garlic. We need the garlic for the gomen and plus for the chicken. So we need the whole, maybe the whole head garlic for everything. Okay. It's this way. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Just type it, I'll answer for you.
Yep. I think I've asked all the ones that we've had so far, but we have some people tuning in from San Diego, California, Essex, Middlebury. So both coasts so far.
Perfect. Welcome everyone again. Yeah, that's amazing. You can watch me from the West Coast. That's excellent. Yeah, so I do some takeout dinner once a month around Burlington area. This year I did a lot of partner markets, and I am surprisingly people is coming. I do it every other weekend. People is coming again and again, almost the same customer. So I'm just, because of the customer, I'm doing it again and again. And I want to say thank you if you are here watching me, some of you. I appreciate for supporting me, for coming. That's why I keep cooking, because I love cooking, but if you're not coming, I wouldn't cook. This is good opportunity to say thank you. The garlic is very tight. You can keep it maybe for years. It's not going to be spoiled. There we go. I got it finally. Yes. And city market, they have a lot of local vegetable. We just talking about earlier. The smell is different, the taste is different. So even if you cook lentil, the lentil from here is different than I buy from my Asian store. So I don't know, maybe because it's organic or non-organic product, that's maybe make it a difference. So our oil is ready. You can see it's a little bit warm. So I'm going to put the onion in. Then while the onion is frying for 10-15 minutes, we're going to do the garlic and ginger. So, oh yes, warm and nice. Excellent. Okay. Perfect.
I have a few more people from Minnesota and New York City, Coney Island. Welcome.
There we go. So this is cooking. While this one is cooking, I'm going to finish with the garlic. So I'm going to smash a little bit. It's easier to peel them. I know a lot of you maybe know this, how to do the garlic. But this is, I'm doing more easier to peel the skin when you just smash it a little bit. So we need about 4 or 5 for our potato, and then we need some for our kale. Today we're cooking kale. I'll show you which kale we are using soon. There we go. Perfect. Excellent. So this food, we always serve it with injera. I don't know if you know injera, maybe you had it before. So injera is fermented, spongy flat bread. It's made from teff. Teff is a gluten-free grain. If you make it just teff, it's gluten-free, but I mix it with 2 kind flour, barley and white flour. It's not gluten-free, but today we make nice injera. I'll show you when we serve it later. And yeah, if you want to learn how to make injera, I'm going to have another class soon for injera class. Just keep checking in the website for city market. We may have in December or November class. So very good. So this is just dicing our garlic for the first dish. We have more you can use for the second dish. You'll see. I use a lot of garlic and ginger. You can use less or you can use more, but the more the better, I guess, for me.
Same.
Very good. This is almost ready. You can put it in the side. And we can do our ginger. Usually the ginger, I peel them with potato peeler. Some people, they use a spoon. But I'm going to show you, I don't know if this is work for everybody, but I have potato peeler, so it's just more easier for me to do that. But some people, I just want to show you how they use it. This is they use it, the spoon. they say you don't take a lot of skin if you use a spoon. That's a little bit challenge for me. So I'm going to use what I like here because this is more easy and faster. I guess it's a little faster to use them. Or it's okay to leave a couple of skin. Doesn't have to be peeled 100%. Sometimes in the corner, I just miss it. If you dice them, sometimes food processor is good for ginger to make it more dice and you don't feel a chunk in your mouth. When I cook for big event, I use a lot of garlic, so I use food processor just to grind them. Okay, this is done.
We have someone watching from Texas, so we've got West Coast, East Coast, and right in the middle.
Oh, nice. Welcome. Vermont is beautiful. We have a nice weather today. It's sunny, but soon it's going to be cold. Yeah, everybody's enjoying what's left until winter comes. So, okay, I'm going to dice our ginger. There you go. The good part, the knife is sharp and good, beautiful. I don't have this kind of knife at home, so I'm enjoying using this knife. There we go. Perfect. So if some of you cooking with me, can you please write down, yes, I'm cooking with you. I just want to know how it's gone. Or if you don't cook in today, that's okay. You can try them next time as well. There we go. Perfect. This is almost ready. Oh, don't lose it. Excellent.
This kitchen already smells amazing, and it's just onions.
Yeah, the onion smells. So I'm going to check the onion. Just you can check it once or twice before you add in another ingredient. Still is cooking. This is medium heat, so it's cooking good. Nothing burning. There we go. Yeah, I can smell it too, even with my mask. There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you this. I don't know if the camera's seen everything, but our ginger and garlic is ready here. And while this one is here, we're going to peel our potato. And then you can soak them with water for a moment. Okay.
If anybody has any questions at this point, please feel free to pop them into the question and answer box, and I will pass them along to Mulu.
Yeah, so I just want to tell you a little bit about myself. I've been here for 16 years in Vermont, but I was in Montreal before I moved to Vermont for 5 years. So total in North America, I've been 21 years. And I don't feel like I've been here 20 years or even 15 years. Time goes so fast and it's beautiful. Everything is good, but I just can't believe it. Half of my age is here already. And I never cooked before for big event, for big meal, big family as well. But I learned from my family member, my grandma, my aunt. I watch a lot of cooking. I had a friend in Vermont. He asked me to cook for a group of friends for vegetarian Ethiopian food. He just came from Ethiopia. He's from Vermont, but he went for work to Ethiopia. So when he came back, he said, I miss the food. Could you cook for me for 20 people? So I say, sure. I cook, then he pay me. Then slowly, people know me. Oh, you cook in somebody's house. You did catering for him. Can you do for me too? I say, sure. Then slowly, I become a businesswoman and making food in Berlin. So sometimes you don't know how you start things. So this is happening now. I'm busy. I just enjoying cooking for event, for catering, for any occasion I do around here. So yeah, I'm always say thank you to this person. Give me the hidden passion, I guess. Now it's kind of my life. I enjoy being in the kitchen, cooking. I never feel tired or unhappy. That's my happy place when I go to kitchen usually. I don't know how long it lasts. A lot of people tell me, oh, I don't like to cook. I don't like to go to the kitchen. But for me, so far, I'm just enjoying it. Eric. And as most of you know, in Burlington, it's a very small town. We don't have a big Ethiopian Eritrean community. So the food I cook it is for everybody. It's not for Ethiopian or Eritrean community. So this food is from everywhere. My customer is from everywhere. So sometimes when you live in big city, you get everything you want. Maybe in the corner of your house, you have some restaurant, but here in Vermont, we don't have a lot. So I'm going to soak water or potato, cold water, and I'm coming back. Okay. Yes, this is good. So we can put this one here. And then now I'm going to check. Oh yeah, it's ready. So I'm going to put the onion. I hope you can smell it from far, but the onion is kind of brown a little bit and ready. So I am going to add our ingredient. We have tomato. So after you cook your onion, you can add berbere and tomato. Thank you. So I'm going to show you the berbere. That's the best part of the dish. This is the secret ingredient we use. If you don't have berbere, it's not going to be taste like Mulu's food. So we need berbere. So this is berbere. Maybe most of you know it. It's a chili. You can use it for anything. You can use it for barbecue. You can use it for vegetable, chicken, for stew. So depend how much you want to use it. I'm going to put here because this is a little bit smaller than tablespoon. So I'm going to do 3 spoons for now. So I'm putting. This is it. I think we can handle it. It's not going to be too hot. It's going to be a little warm and a little spicy. So we're going to use tomato. First tomato. Here we go.
And like Mulu said, the berbere is definitely to taste. So you'll see that in the published recipe, it was only 2 teaspoons, but Mulu and I both like spicy, so we're going to do a lot more.
Yes. Okay. I think I got it. Maybe Carrie will
I can help
me.
if you want.
Yeah, thank you. So if you open the can of tomato for me, so I can check here. Excellent. Okay, so far we have the berbere and the onion is cooking and the oil also. So we're going to add tomato. So depend if you want the food to be hot, you don't need to add a lot of tomato because the tomato will make it cool down. So you can do half of the can or the smaller can. If you want spicier, then you can handle spicy food. Same time, I'm going to make ready my onion.
Almost got it.
Yeah, take your time. We good. There we go. This smells so good. Perfect. Excellent. Thank you, Carrie.
You're welcome.
So this is 28 ounces of tomato. So if I put everything this one, it's gonna be a little bit the spicy cooler down. If you want harder, you can do half of this one. So let's see how much we can put here. I can tell if it's needed more or less because perfect. This is looking good so far. Excellent.
I love your style of cooking because we send these written recipes to people so that they can buy ingredients if they want, but then it's so much about like, just do it to how you like it and do it to taste and add more and add less.
Exactly. Because it's not something specifically you have to be measurement. Yeah, it can do less or more, always. Yeah, so would you have cover for this one? It's going to be pop-up. Do we have cover in the back here for this one?
Say again?
Cover, maybe here?
Yep.
Okay, great. We have to cover our sauce because it's bubbling, coming. So I'm just going to cover it here. While we're doing that, I'm going to chop our potato. I'm going to show you chopping our potato. This is excellent. Okay, let's do it. So the potato, you don't need to put it too big or too small. It's just a bite of hand. Bite like to eat it with any bread you have or rice, or if you have injera, or you can make injera too. But this dishes, you can eat it with any bread. There you go. So this much is I'm cutting the potato. I hope you can see it. There you go. Let's see. 20 minutes, we can add our ginger and garlic. Perfect. So if you like, because now it's going to be squash season, if you like squash, you can do squash instead of potato as well. I think it's the squash season.
Yeah, like butternut
squash, but the other squashes.
Yum.
There we go. This is nice.
That would be a great way to use up butternut squash.
Yeah. Yeah, butternut squash is good too. You just need to peel it and chop it the same, like small pieces, and then I think a lot of people make it soup with butter, I guess, or if you put some ginger. But I prefer to cook this way. I'm not that crazy about squash with soup, so there you go. So even when I cook spaghetti, the tomato sauce, I put berbere. So I have a couple of my son friend come, if I serve them spaghetti, why did your mom sauce taste like a little bit too spicy? Told him, don't worry, it tastes good, just eat. You know, I told them just eat, which is not a good answer for them, but I just told them, just eat, it's good. But I put berbere. I don't tell them I put spicy because I don't want them to stop eating. So yeah, you can use the berbere for any dishes, basically.
I like doing a little bit of it in scrambled eggs.
Yeah,
just like a pinch.
Exactly, for anything. Or you just eat it raw with a little butter and bread, which I make with injera sometimes. So, perfect. Almost getting there. Our potato is almost done. This is nice to cook if you have a day off or weekend. You can cook it and freeze it or keep it in the fridge for a couple of days. So it's really worth it to cook it and keep it. It's not something one-day meal. Okay, our potato is ready. We'll wait a little bit before we put it in. We're going to add our ginger and garlic soon. This is looking so good already. I just wanted to share how it looked like. I hope you can see it. Here we go. We didn't add any water yet. I don't even, if I put water, usually you want your sauce to be very thick unless it's stick inside or you need a little bit of water. You don't need a lot of water for these dishes. Yeah, so we're going to add garlic and ginger. We have time limit here, so we're going to make a little bit rush. So I have garlic, and then I'm going to put ginger. Perfect. Maybe a little bit more ginger and garlic, and the rest we can use it for our grill. Excellent. Let's give it 10 minutes, then we are going to add our potato. While we're doing this, I'm going to chop some onion for our dishes for the second. So you can use red onion. Usually I use red onion for my greens, so you can use red onion. Okay, let's do this one. This one you don't need to dice it, you just need chop it very slice, skinny.
Do you like the red onion because it's a little bit sweeter?
Yeah, for the green, yeah, but for the spicy, I think I prefer the other one. You don't want to be sweet onion much. You need just a little bit stronger. This one doesn't make me cry, but the other one make me cry. So they are two different, yeah. Okay, so I just peeled the onion. So I'm going to slice them, just cut it in the middle, then just slice it long way this way. There you go. Oh, you must follow me very well. You don't have any questions so far for me. So that means you got it. That's a good sign.
Yep, no questions so far.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just slicing them long way for the kale or collard green, whatever is available for you. There you go. So I'm going to just put them in our cooking fry pan for now. This is a big wide fry pan. There it goes. So let me wash my hand quick. I'm coming back. Just move my onion. Excellent. Okay. Let me check one more time. Oh boy, smells good.
It smells amazing.
Yeah, you can handle it spicy, so
yep.
You don't need much tomato, I guess. Excellent. Or if you want to be your sauce very thick, you can make more onion. If you have more family to feed, you can add all the tomato and make more onion and more potato. So this is, we need a little bit 5 minutes after we add our, I'm going to rinse our potato. After we add the potato, we're going to transfer these dishes to the other stove, and we're going to start the collard green. Just rinse it this one. Okay. Okay. I just rinsed our potato. It's ready. Then give it another 3 minutes maybe. We can put our everything. This is really looking good. Cover it for a minute. This is a kale we are using today. You can use fresh one as well, that we use in the frozen kale. So you can use kale. The other one, what do they call Swiss chard?
Swiss chard, yep,
yeah,
or spinach.
That one too. So any green is available for you, fresh or frozen. Usually in winter, perfect to use the frozen if you don't have the access to have more fresh one. It tastes almost the same. It's really nice. This one, I use them a lot, the frozen one. But yeah. Okay, we're getting there.
I figured it would be good to show the frozen one because I know a lot of gardeners right now are sort of harvesting a ton of kale and freezing it. So this is a good way to use up sort of your frozen.
In fact,
stock.
One of the farmers contacted me if I can use a lot of kale. They are overloaded. But I told them it's what I use for a big event. It's a lot of washing, chopping. So I don't have a lot of helper to find people. So I use mostly the frozen one, but for a small event, yeah, I use a fresh one.
Yeah, so this is if you're a gardener and you're overrun with kale, this is a great way to freeze it and do this in the dead of winter and have some great vegetables from your garden.
So this is almost ready. So I'm going to add the potato right now. So we're going to transfer the, there we go, this is nice. Just need a little bit more sauce. Maybe I can add more tomato to cover it. Okay, so far it's like this. You want to see it. So Carrie and I, we're going to transfer this one to different stove. While this one is cooking, we're going to start the color green. Okay, I can do it. Thank you.
I'll get the burner turned on for you.
Oh, I got it. Oh, it's like honey. What? Thank you. I can bring the cover for you. Maybe I'm planning to add this one. There you go. Oh, they can see me here too, yeah?
Yep, once I switch the camera view.
No, you don't have to. I'm coming there anyway. Okay. We need a little bit of tomato here. There you go. So I'm going to cover this one and leave it here. And then make low the heat. We don't want to burn our food. Okay. Let's do this one now. So this is the onion. We just chop it together. You saw it, the red onion. So I'm going to put it here. And then you can use olive oil or you can use whatever oil your favorite. Usually I use olive oil for this dish. So I'm going to grab, I'm going to show you. This olive oil in the closet. Perfect. Right. Oh, here. I'm using the olive oil for this one. So I can use this is enough here.
You just prefer the flavor of the olive oil?
Yeah, give it good. Some people, they say don't cook with olive oil, but he put it a little bit. So let's try the onion. This is my favorite dishes. You can eat it and eat it. It's not as filling as different dishes. The Ethiopian Eritrean food always is filling, especially with the bread. But the color green or the kale, you can eat more. It doesn't make you just filling or stuffing. So that's why I ate. I'll show you the injera until this one is cooking. So injera is, like I mentioned earlier, is fermented. I mix the dough for 3 days. And then I have a skillet, like with the cover, it's an electric one. So you do it one by one, you have to cover it. So today, sometimes it doesn't turn well. I'm not perfect for injera. Nobody is perfect to make this sourdough bread, but today it's turned perfect. So sometimes it doesn't, but this one is my favorite. I make 90% F, and I put maybe 10%, like 5% barley and white flour. So you can see the bubbling all over in the darkness because of the thick flour. So we'll show you how we're going to serve it later when we're done. Stick with us, don't go. Because even though you're not tasting tonight, but for sure you can do it at home and share with your family.
Do you want me to stir the potatoes every few minutes?
Yeah, maybe I'll make it low,
okay.
So maybe 5 minutes.
Okay, will do.
Thank you. So we don't have a lot of things to chop already. Our garlic and ginger is ready. This is frying. We need just tomato and jalapeno after we cook a little bit longer. We're going to use, usually I use fresh tomato, but if you don't want to use fresh tomato, you can use diced tomato for this one. No, you can use that. So jalapeno, yes, you need it. It's not going to be too hot because after you put all this, a lot of kale, the jalapeno will give a little bit heat, but it's not something burning you. Some people, just when they see jalapeno, they think it's too hot. No, it's not. You can handle it. Believe me. It just gives it good flavor. Well, not everybody can handle heat, but just having the experience, try at least. If it's not for you, I totally understand.
Thank you to the person who put Mulu's website into the chat. I've just published that for everybody. So yeah, if you're interested in learning more about Mulu and where she is around town, there's her website.
Thank you. I have dinner coming up. Let's take our dinner in October 23rd. You can buy ticket online. You can see the menu. If you want to try, I would love having you. It's very simple instruction. You buy the ticket. We email you one day before the event to pick up time and place. Perfect. This is smell good as well. Okay, so until this is cooking already, this one is rinsed. So I am going, oh my God, the tomato smells so good. I already smell it. Beautiful. So I'm going to chop the tomato and the jalapeno while we're waiting for our onion to be a little bit cooked. There we go. Perfect. Maybe another 5 minutes. Excellent. This is the best tomato, I can tell. Nice and ripe. So you can chop your tomato just like this. It's not big dice them like this. You don't need to chop them very thin, just medium. There you go. Perfect. Okay. This is changing brown a little bit. Getting there. Give it another 2 minutes. We're going to add our garlic and ginger. This is perfect for tomato salad. It looks ripe, red, beautiful. You can make tomato salad with onion, tomato, and garlic. That's another my favorite dishes as well. If you want side dishes for your dinner, you can use tomato salad. You don't need lettuce. There you go. So I'm putting the garlic and ginger right now. It's about ready. So hey.
Someone just commented in the chat, Mulu is amazing and so nice. So people love you.
Oh, thank you. I love you too. I said earlier, without you, I cannot enjoy what I'm doing. So thank you. Appreciate a lot. Excellent. This is really nice. I love everything is inside. Maybe we need a little bit more. I think our pot is kind of sticky. We need a little bit of oil to add. We can still add canola oil if we want, maybe. Just you don't need to be too oily, but you don't want your pot or your pan to be stick with too much. So there we go. So I'm trying my best not to serve for people too oily or too salty. I want people to smell it or to taste the ingredient or the flavor coming from the garlic, ginger, or onion. Any food I cook, I want prefer not to put too much salt. So always we can add salt if we need it. Perfect. So this is getting ready almost. In 2 minutes, we're going to put our kale inside.
And I have gone over and stirred once. I'll go over and stir again shortly. But
that's your job, Carrie. Yep. Yes. Don't burn our potato dishes. We are excited to taste it. Yeah.
I'm excited. Absolutely.
Yes. Perfect. This is done. Remove it.
So that's going to be a little bit over 2 pounds, but if you want to use all of it, go for it.
We can cook 3 of them, maybe, if you want. Yeah, either or is fine. We have a lot. I chop a lot of tomato. We can do it. We have enough garlic and ginger. So I'm going to add our kale now. We just left it maybe for a few minutes outside. That way it's not going to be frozen. So you can do that too. it's shrink anyway. After we cook them, any green, as you know, it shrink. So it's not gonna be a lot of fine scissors, but it's okay. I'm using knife. Excellent. Perfect.
No, it's always crazy how much greens cook down. It looks like a ton, and then it's not a lot at the very end.
Exactly. That's what I meant. So it's okay. We can fit a lot of people with this one. Okay, let's still always put your heat medium. You don't need to be burned quick, then uncook some of them, just burn in the bottom. So always, especially if you have time, always cook low, a little bit medium to low. So it makes the food tasty when you cook slow. I mean, we have limit time here until medium, but when you cook at home, you can do it a little lower too. There we go. This is excellent. Okay, so let's leave it. While we do that, I can chop the jalapeno. Our tomato is ready. Soon we're going to add some ghee and salt and pepper for our potato dishes. Potato always maybe need 30 minutes. Depends. Some of them, they don't cook easily, but if you have beef, you're planning to do the same process. If you chop beef instead of potato, you cook it maybe 45, then an hour. So yeah, you can do beef if you want. The same recipe, same ingredient. Whoop, I need to wash my hand. Otherwise, I'll touch my eyes with this. There you go. Don't you think this is invited to get eaten? Do you see? There we go. Okay, I'm here. I'm going to show you soon how the potato is doing, and you can have clue what it looks like. So, if you want to change the camera, maybe
Sure.
I can show them that.
Absolutely.
Thank you. Yes. Oh, this is looking so good. Okay, I hope they can see it, but it's cooking slow and nice. Maybe I'll put it up a little bit to show you. You can see it maybe a little bit. Okay, so it's thick and nice. It's low. So we'll leave it maybe another 10 minutes, then we can add all our salt, pepper. When I say pepper, it's not pepper, like pepper, black pepper. I couldn't say pepper, so. Excellent. It's allowed when you become adult, you're learning language, your tongue, your mother language, you cannot change your pronunciation or your accent, but which is, I like it. But my kids think, they say it's not too late to change, you can do it, but some pronunciation, I cannot do it. So yeah, I hope you understand every single thing I talk to you guys tonight. If you don't understand, please feel free to ask. I can repeat again. But yeah, some word I cannot say it.
Well, nobody's asking a lot of questions, so obviously they're understanding enough to not want to ask.
I think this is a simple ingredient they can cook. A lot of people use tomatoes, garlic, ginger, so I think you got it. So it's just, this is different way, even though you use all this ingredient in different cook, but this is Mulu's way. I hope you learned something from me tonight, because I always learn from people when I cook something easier or simple dishes and delicious.
Yeah, I highly recommend Mulu's food if you're in the area and can find your way to one of the takeout dinners or the pop-ups. And if you're not in the area, you should plan a trip to Burlington when Mulu is doing a pop-up or a dinner.
Of course, I will cook for you if you come to Burlington. I promise, just contact me. Perfect. This is hi. And this is ghee. We can talk about this until our food is ready. So this is ghee, the same like this, but this one doesn't have a lot of spicy. That's a different, almost clarified butter. So the ghee I made it is an unsalted butter. So it smells so good. So unsalted butter, you boil it. So when you boil butter, you see a lot of brown stuff in the top. You just take it slowly out. When you boil butter, make sure to put your heat very low, otherwise just come up and do mess. So I put fenugreek and then cardamom. You just grinded the cardamom after, because not the seed, but you grind it. The fenugreek you roasted first. You roast it very quick, it turns brown. Then you grind it. You need belly leaves and basil leaves as well, the dry one. And then you put ginger, fresh ginger, garlic, you just put it, smash it, put it in the boiling butter. And then you put a little bit turmeric, that's why it's a little bit yellow. You boil it, then you stir in them. The good butter come here, you will find a lot of junk coming out after it's boiled. So this is clarified butter, that's why it's called. We use it for a lot of, especially, we don't use it a lot of for greens, but when we use berbere, we use this one, we use it for breakfast. So we use it a lot. It's really, and you can keep it for a long time outside, out of fridge or in fridge, you can keep it for a long time. In room temperature, not too hot area, but you can keep it. Yeah. There we go, this is getting ready almost. So we need maybe another 20 minutes, this one, then we will add tomatoes, jalapeno, salt, and pepper, then done. One dish will be done and will be colorful and tasty. You can see the red onion and the green here. So are you still with me or you just left? Say yes if you are here.
Oh, they're still here. I can see that everybody's logged on.
Perfect. Yeah, stick with us. We're going to show you nice plate, how we serve them, how we eat them. We use our hand. We don't use silverware when we eat, except rice. We don't eat a lot of rice. It's not something traditional rice, but we use rice too. And then when we eat spaghetti, we eat a lot of spaghetti. The reason why Eritrea is colonized by Italian for 46 years. So we have a lot of things like the coffee shop, the pizza. We have a lot of pizza place where I came from. You don't eat it every day, but you eat it as occasion or for special day. You go outside. Not every house they make it. But spaghetti, yes. When you don't have injera, you can use spaghetti. Eat spaghetti. So we use that for, we use fork and spoon for that. But for our meal, the traditional way, we use it our hand. We don't use fork at all. Just you need to wash your hand. In fact, when you eat as a family, the youngest person in the house, they have to come. You don't go to the sink. They have to come with the packet and with a jar of water. We have a little bit kind of little skinny water. Go around and make sure the people wash their hand before they eat. So that's normal. And you don't use left hand. You have to use the right hand. That's, you learn. You don't eat with the left hand. It's not if you touch food with left hand. I don't know why.
But what if you're left-handed, like me?
Oh, yeah, you can eat it. Maybe that's a good excuse. Oh, I cannot use it. Yes, you can use left hand, but yeah, we just use our hand and delicious. I think sometimes the food is more tasty for me when I eat it with my hand than using a fork. It's not tasty, but I enjoyed it. The taste doesn't make it different, but I enjoyed it more when I eat it with my hand. Okay, this is getting ready, and I love your cooking fry pan.
Yeah.
It's smooth, doesn't stick.
Mm-hmm.
I have similar with salad. This is really, really, really looking good so far. Going to have a nice dish at the end. So yeah, it's a journey coming here, introduce your food, your culture to the small community of Burlington. It's mean a lot. It's not just about the business selling food, but being involved in doing your culture, your food, and introducing a lot of people. I mean, now we have many customers, but before they never had this before. Or some of them, maybe 50-50. Some people, they say, oh, I came from DC, I came from Boston, I had this food already. But some of the 50% people, they never tasted, they never have clue. They even don't know where is Eritrea, where I came from. So I have to explain them. I came with close to Ethiopia, but the food is the same. So it's mean a lot for me. They know me more, who I am, where I came from. So it's just sometimes food connect us with so many different people. So I just enjoying it, what I'm doing. This is now my main job. I work different place 5 days a week, but this is my passion, my loving cooking, and yeah, everything.
I feel like you can taste the love in your food. Every time I eat your food, I'm like, oh, this is cooked by someone with love.
Exactly.
If anybody has any questions for Mulu too that aren't necessarily related to these two recipes, feel free to put them in the chat. If you just want to hear her talk more about, her move to the United States, anything like that, go ahead and put sort of chat topics into the question and answer box as well while we're waiting for the dishes to cook.
Right.
This is kind of what I miss about these virtual events is normally we sit down at the end of the night and eat together and chat, and we're missing that this time, but I'm trying to get that going.
Yeah. But we get in there. This is a good start. We have this nice camera, nice voice. We can connect somehow, even from far away. Plus, we get in there. I think people is seeing each other, families visiting each other now. So it's kind of, you make you happy seeing your friend, so your family member. Yeah, we miss that sitting, talking with person.
Yeah. Soon, hopefully soon, we'll get back to that in the future.
I just went to Montreal 2 weeks ago after a year and a half, almost 2 years. I went December or January 2020, January. So I just went there. It's make me charged. When I go to Montreal, I have friends, family. So it make me so happy, joyful. It just give me energy, really being in Montreal for 2 days. And I missed it, and I didn't travel any place since the COVID, but this was a good start. I went to Montreal.
So Kelly comments, I would love to hear more about how to eat Mulu's cooking here in Burlington. When and how does that happen? So you have the dinner coming up. Is that on the, what website is that? Is that on your website?
Oh yeah, it's in my website.
Okay.
Yes.
So yeah, you can go to Mulu's website that someone posted earlier in the chat and see all of the pop-up dinners. But Mulu does pop-ups and takeout and that kind of thing. You don't have a brick and mortar, but
yes,
have a
restaurant. I don't own kitchen. I don't own restaurant, but I have rental kitchen, and I do my takeout dinner from there. It's pop-up. Before, I used to have buffet style. This was 2019. No, I mean, yeah, 2019. So it was in Winooski, O'Brien Community Center. So I started as a buffet style, but the COVID came, then we do it the takeout dinner. So now I'm doing it from Burlington, one kitchen I rent. So you just buy the ticket, Then you will see the menu. If you go to my website or in my Facebook page, Mulu's Kitchen and Catering Facebook page, you will see the ticket. When you press it, you will see the menu, everything, and you will come pick it up your food. So that's I'm doing it a lot. Once a month I'm doing it this, but I'm doing it a lot catering too. I do for UVM, St. Michael, for small group, big group. So I do some catering as well.
So I'll put that link into the chat again. I'll put the event link so it'll lead you right to the ticket. So that's coming up later in October. And yes, if you're in the area and able to make it, definitely take advantage of that. Somebody asked here, how often do you go back to Ethiopia and Eritrea?
Oh, that's really good question, but the answer is sad. I supposed to go before the COVID. I've been there since 2011. Yeah, 2011. It's 10 years ago. I took my kids. I don't go to Ethiopia. My family, they are in Eritrea. I went there, but I supposed to go 2 years ago. I didn't go. I was hoping I would go this summer. I didn't go. So it's not something you just get up and go. Even though I travel so many places, small, because sometimes when you have kids, it's so difficult to combine, to take them there. So I didn't go since for 10 years. So I'm planning to go as soon as things is getting better. I'm planning to go. So I didn't go. Yeah, which is I want to go. At least I told my family when I left them, I'll be here in 2 years. Then year come, year go. Here we go, 10 years already. So yes, I'm planning to go anytime it's convenient. You know, the COVID, I have, you know, we are fortunate we get the vaccine here, but a lot of places they don't have the vaccine yet, even though they don't have a lot of COVID over there. It's kind of strange. They had it, but no more. So because they didn't let anybody to come in, maybe that's one thing. The flight was canceled. But if this is a problem, when you are, one thing is better, one thing is not better. Because they are safe for COVID, because no many traveling coming, the flight was everything canceled. But people was losing jobs. And then, you know, the poverty or the starving all come with that too. If you don't have import export, if you don't have people come visiting, so everything changed. So yeah, so they don't have vaccine yet, so I cannot just go, and I have to wait a little bit. I hope I answer your question. Yeah.
Tom asked, I live about 2 hours from Montreal. Are there any good Eritrean, I guess, or Ethiopian restaurants in Montreal that you know of?
Yes, so they have, I believe they have 3 now. One is called East Africa, but they serve Ethiopian food. I never tasted, but it's a very small one. One they call it Blue Nile. Blue Nile. So a lot of people admire it. When I lived there 5 years, I went once and they told me kitchen is closed. I didn't try it. I went late. So another one, all my friends, they go there. It's called Queen Sheba. And it's, if you Google, it's in a park area. They call it park. It's park like the park, any park play, but the area called park. So it's over there. Maybe, Carrie, if you Google it quick, you will see it. If I'm right, it's called Queen Sheba or Mosa.
Restaurant Queen Sheba.
Perfect, I'm right. I never been there, but I see the food, the picture. All my friends, they send me pictures. They have the best food, the way they see it, the way they told me. So try that one. I recommend Queen Sheba, even though I never been there, but I heard very good about it.
Great. And then somebody else wants to know how long you cook the greens before you add the tomatoes.
Oh, about 30 minutes. Then, yeah, this one is frozen, so we won't have to wait a little bit. But if you have fresh one, maybe the total will be 45 minutes with the tomato. But yeah, if you have fresh one, maybe less.
Yeah, and I
let me know if you are cooking with me.
Yeah, I keep checking on the potatoes for us too. I know you can't really see that, but
let's add salt, ghee, everything.
Okay.
Clarified butter. While this one is almost maybe another 10 minutes, we're going to add all our tomato and the jalapeno. But until then, we can do our salt, pepper, and ghee for our potato. And then we can taste it soon, I guess. Okay, here we go. Perfect.
One thing that's super helpful with these new mics is that when you go over to the stove, they can hear you just the same.
Oh, perfect. I know you have a new technique here. You can hear me wherever I walk, I guess. Okay, so I'm going to put some salt and pepper, then a little bit ghee. You just need maybe half teaspoon this one. Perfect. Oh boy, it's looking so yummy and good, especially in cold weather. This is the best dishes. Potato is fill your belly, and the little heat keep you warm.
Does the berbere have salt in it already, or is it just the spices?
Yes, it does have salt on it, a little bit, yes. And then I can use a little bit of butter, not too much, to give it a good flavor. 1 teaspoon I put, but that's little for me. I meant, you know, you can add, if it's beef, you can add a little bit more. It's just veggie. Or you don't need to do, if you want to leave it as vegetarian or as vegan, you don't need to add butter. So it would be vegan for the people, they don't want to eat any milk products, you know?
Great, yeah. Yeah, I know every time we organize a class together, I always try to balance the vegetarian stuff that you do and then the meat ones.
Yes,
so this is a good
exactly.
vegetarian.
This is good for them to check out. In fact, these days we have a lot of vegetarian restaurant, a lot of vegan restaurant, you know?
Yeah, I love the lentils, the milder yellow lentils. Those are the best.
I think the Ethiopian Eritrean food is for vegan and vegetarian. It's work perfect. We have a lot of dishes with, we can have like more than 5, 6 just vegan, like cabbage dishes, lentil dishes.
The mushrooms.
All the mushroom, yeah, the spicy mushroom, all this. So perfect. I just put everything ingredients, so we don't need to add anything. We just will give it a few minutes. We taste it and we'll be ready. So I'm not sure. I'm not checking a lot of time. I can tell when it's ready. But if you want to see time, you can wait for half an hour. Then you can add your tomato and jalapeno. So I can tell it's getting very, very close. And we're going to add our tomatoes soon. How are we doing with time, Carrie? Good?
We're fine. It's 6:35 or 6:37. Yep, we got plenty of time.
Add this one in 10 minutes exactly we need it. Then by 7 o'clock, have to be ready.
If you were using
5 minutes, huh?
Yeah, if you were using fresh greens, would you add any water since they aren't really that wet like frozen greens are?
No, at all. We don't add any water. You mean for this one? No, at all.
Okay.
We don't, because usually the tomato is a little bit kind of, especially if you use the canned tomato, the diced tomato have a little, you drain it. In fact, you don't need too much water. So I drain the tomato before I put it in. So that even make it wet enough. So we don't add any water in here. But for the potato, you can add maybe half cup of water. Depend how many potato you have, you can add water. I don't think in my recipe say any water. But yeah, I missed it maybe. I'm sorry, I'm not that perfect. I try my best. I write my recipe myself, how I do it. But you need a little bit of water, your potato. You don't want to be too dry. You don't want to be too watery. You have to be thick sauce. But if the potato is not cooked enough and the pot is getting sticky or too dry, thick, you can put a little bit of water. Yeah. In fact, we do more water for the beef because it takes more time to cook.
Yeah.
So, but for potato, it's okay. Oh, this is looking so beautiful. And I am just enjoying the color and the smell so far.
It smells amazing.
Thank you. So let's give it 5 minutes.
Okay.
And then we're going to add our tomato. You can wait for 15 minutes. Then we're going to show you how we serve it. And then hopefully You can do this at home. You can use rice instead of injera, or any bread you can use as well to serve it. Or this grain, you can eat it the way it is. You don't need any bread or rice to serve it. Perfect. Maybe we can taste our potato. If it's ready, I'm going to taste the potato for now. Okay, let's open it. This is good. We can add a little bit of water if our potato is not ready. Let's see. Ooh, so spicy. Perfect spicy, but for some people maybe it's too much heat, but for me, it's good. So the potato is not ready yet. We need a little bit of water because it's gonna be sticky. So I'm putting half cup of water and cover it.
John, I see your question about Tessemy. Where are you seeing that written? Is that something that we put out? I'm not sure. I can ask Mulu that question, but so John asked, what's Tessemy?
Tessemy is ghee.
Oh, okay, it is the ghee.
Yes, the ghee in Tigrinya we call it asmi. Yes, in Amharic they call it kibe.
Right. Yeah, we've talked about before being called
kibe. Kibe, but in Tigrinya, in Eritrean language, call it asmi.
Interesting.
Asmi means butter.
So very good, John.
You are right. Asmi is the ghee.
Excellent.
Yes.
Is it a different name before and after you've spiced it? Like if you just make the butter?
No.
Okay.
We call it
same thing
for everything. Yeah. But here we just butter, then clarified butter, I guess. Yeah. Okay. This is doing good. I'm going to heat a little bit the heat up. Right. Finish up. Let's see again. Oh, perfect. It's almost ready. Like 5 minutes.
So it'll be perfect timing with the veggies.
This is, in fact, you know what's the difference between this one? If we cook this one in gas, maybe it's a little quicker too. It seemed like maybe it's a little slow here.
Yeah, I think we've found that before, that this hot plate's a little bit slower than we expect.
Yeah, so because I was wondering, how come it's not toasting a little bit? Because if you cook it in the gas, maybe it's a little quicker. Yeah. But still work, it's okay. Individual, if you want for the camera, it's perfect here.
So there you go. If you have a gas stove versus an electric stove, you might find some differences.
Excellent.
I think that's why you like not giving specific times, because it's just when it's done, right?
Yes,
it might take a while.
They have their own time. Yes, it's finished. So I'm going to put, I know the tomato first, but I'm going to add this just to keep us a little bit going. I'm adding salt and pepper for that. You don't need to add any butter. You just need olive oil or canola oil. If you have different flavor, avocado oil is just no flavor, not the toasty, but sesame oil as well. But don't use the one, it's sesame oil, but it's toasted, I guess. That have different flavors, so you don't want your grain to taste different things. So I'm adding our tomato and jalapeno. Perfect. We can see it from the camera, it's right here. Everything is mixed now. Just need another 10 minutes, between 10 to 15 minutes, then we're done. Okay, just mix it quick. Anything in hand, you can fix these dishes. You can do it with frozen, fresh, even the tomato, except the ginger, onion, garlic have to be fresh. Other than that, you can use from the can. Still will work. Let me put this in compost. Excellent.
I will say, if you haven't had berbere or Ethiopian and Eritrean food before, start lower on the berbere and go up. Don't start with a lot. It's pretty spicy.
I know. It just you can add more always, but you cannot take off after you cook it. Yeah, it's absolutely.
I feel like I've gotten better at eating spicy food because of your food.
Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
thank you. I kind of pushy sometimes, which is not good. I told them, you can do it, you can handle it. I just, oh well, I'm just trying to make people try my food, I guess. That I get warning from home. Don't tell people, eat, eat, eat. That's not a good way to say to people. I say, well, sometimes you cannot change. This is happening when a visitor comes to your house where I came from. You give them, you eat together in the platter, big platter. You put the injera in the bottom, so all the sauce in the top. So you share from the same platter. So when they see, you see them like they are kind of full or they are eating slow, you keep telling them, eat more, eat. So that came, so but when you change it to English, it sounds like weird. Say, eat to people, why she is pushing me to eat. They will say that maybe, but it's common or it's normal to say for me in Tigrinya, in my language. But when you say it in English, everything I switch it from my language. That's why sometimes when I type things or when I send the email, sometimes doesn't sound correct or doesn't sound good because I change it things. When you change it one language to another language, the meaning is a little bit different. The way, not the meaning, the way you say it is different. So sound different, yeah. It's a lot of culture thing.
It's extremely impressive, though, as somebody who doesn't speak 2 languages. So
yeah, I mean,
you're already way ahead of me.
it's good. It's good. Yeah. In fact, because like I said, we colonized by Italians. So I was in Italy for 3 years in Rome. So when I came to Italy, my friend, they take me to coffee shop. Then I told them, oh, what do you want? Can we order for you? I said, no, 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 no. I know even when I was in Eritrea, un cappuccino per favore. So I told them I can order myself for my coffee. That one is not new for me. I hear it before. So yeah, it's just beautiful to learn different language, you know. Okay, almost ready. So I'm going to wash my hand while this stew is cooking. I'm going to make the bread in the plate. Then I am going to show you how we serve it, how we eat it before we leave each other. I want you to see the finished part. Let me go wash my hand.
So yeah, we are going to wrap up in about 10 minutes or so. So now is the perfect time to put any last minute questions into the chat to get those answered. I will send a survey link out tomorrow. Would love to know your thoughts on the class, ideas for other live streams you'd like to see. And you can always go to our website, citymarket.coop, and under the classes tab, there's a little link to bring you to all of our other pre-recorded live stream classes, including other ones from Mulu. So if you're interested in watching those, learning some other recipes, those are all up there. I will put that link into the chat as well. 1 second, let me get that one pulled up. But yeah, now it's a great time to put any other questions in the chat.
Okay.
Let's see, looks like we had another question come through. I would like to try making gluten-free injera. I tried using just teff and I wasn't very successful. Do you have any tips?
Oh, that's nice question. Okay, what happened is, don't give up. It's giving her time before too. I had here, this is a 2 months ago, we have gluten-free class for injera, just right here. Guess what? It didn't turn well.
It was still good.
When I do it, it's okay. Like this one, it's almost gluten-free, the one I make it right now. So just keep trying. Sometimes the temperature, or sometimes if it doesn't work for you, keep your dough in the fridge. Not right away. What I mean is you ferment it for 3 days or 2 days, depend how sour you want, yeah? After you ferment it, if you have this blender, mixer blender, what do you call it, for egg, like for cake, you can blend it a little bit with that before. First of all, you drain the water. The water, it's separate from the dough, because when you found it, the water is above the dough. So you separate the water. Don't dump the water. Keep it so you can see your butter, how thick or how thin you want. So you can add a little bit water, then blend it a little bit. Try them. If it doesn't work, put it in fridge maybe for an hour and a half, or 2 hours. Sometimes to work. You need a lot of care in injera to make it the best one. But this one is almost 90% is gluten-free, because it's 90% is stef. So I was happy with it. But it doesn't mean always it's good. Even me, I have struggled. We make with curry here. I was excited to show them. No bubbling.
It still tasted really good.
I know, the taste is the same, but when you see it no bubbling, say, oh, what happened?
Michelle wants to know, I've heard about Ethiopian tea. Can you ask to, can you describe Ethiopian tea and maybe give us a recipe? And you've made that for me before.
So we drink a lot of tea, so do coffee. The coffee is daily, every day. We have coffee ceremony in Ethiopia and Eritrea, but the tea, we boil it with 3 ingredients. Water, the water, if you have a pot, like a boiling pot, you put clove, cinnamon, and cardamom. The 3 ingredients. The cardamom with the shell, you can just smash it a little bit. The flavor will come more. So you boil it. So it doesn't mean you don't need tea bag. You need tea bag, whatever tea, like black tea, or it doesn't matter if it's decaf or non, or with caffeine. But people think you just drink it, the clove and the cinnamon. No, that's a flavor. So you boil it. You can use the water for 3 days. You can add water, then you boil it again. You don't need it only for 1 day. You can keep using it, the same water, same seasoning, like clove, cinnamon, and cardamom. That's we drink tea almost every day, or you do ginger. We do ginger too, just fresh ginger we boil.
So
yeah, but
mostly
people drink coffee. The coffee ceremony is almost every day. You roast coffee, you grind coffee, everything is delicious, and the smell, and plus we use these scents like for the coffee ceremony. So yeah, please check online how do they do the Eritrean and Ethiopian coffee ceremony. But yeah, the tea, that's we do. Okay, so I am going to put this in the plate.
Sounds good.
Okay, let me bring scoop. Excellent. I made 1 and 2. Maybe I'll bring it there. So everything is about to get served. And just give me a minute. I'm going to clean my way a little bit to show you how to do the injera. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so we have this. I'm going to bring our potato. I want you to see it. Okay. Okay. So this is our potato dishes. It looks nice and thick. I hope you can see it. So this is our injera. So we put some potato dishes here. I really like the color, and for sure the flavor will be good too. You can see how I did. Maybe I put too much sauce. Depend how much you want to eat. Carrie, this is for you. Get ready. I hope you're hungry.
Oh my goodness.
And then I just want to show them beautiful way. Like if you don't, if I put small one, cannot see it. So this is it. You can see the two dishes right here. I hope you can see it clear. So how you eat it is, this is a bread. You just need a piece of bread. You cut the bread and then you scoop it and you eat it. I can show you one, maybe that will give you a clue. There you go. I'm excited. It's a little bit hot, but there you go. Bon appetit. Thank you for coming watching me. I hope I'll see you somewhere again and have a good evening.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Mulu. I always love doing these classes with you.
It's really delicious.
I will leave the chat open for another minute in case anybody is furiously typing their last minute question, but otherwise I will say good night. Thank you so much for tuning in, and go ahead and check out our class calendar page to see some upcoming live streams. We have a bunch of them planned for October. So thank you, everybody. I don't see any other questions coming in right now. I'm going to go ahead and end the live stream, but I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their evening. Bye-bye.
Perfect. Thank you.